After losing the Chinese Civil War, the Republic of China fled to Taiwan. Today, I'm taking it back to the mainland and reunifying all of China in Rise of Nations. I started with research improvements and then infantry tech, ignored safety regulations. I built some factories, state-focused press regulations. After buying the resources I needed, I spawned some tanks. My plan was to keep my home guards on the mainland in case of an attack and use my tanks to colonize micronations. Advanced the research bureau, high taxation setting. I started building a navy. I thought China was going to attack me, but instead it went for Japan. Maximum education, research, and government spending. For a long time, I didn't have a high enough income to support my spending, but since I was constantly invading micronations, I always had enough money to avoid going into debt. Propaganda only press regulations. My journey of conquering micronations started with Christmas Islands and continued in the Maldives, Mayotte, Seychelles, Bahrain, Qatar, Malta, Gibraltar, Bermuda, and then Cayman Islands. Nationalism. Until the summer of 2023, I only attacked micronations, developed my economy and researched. On August 17, 2023, I attacked Portugal using the military base in Malta because I wanted to grow my population in order to have more manpower. I also attacked Cuba and Jamaica. I realized that even though my economy and army were growing, if I ever wanted to become a superpower, I needed a much larger population in order to climb the rankings. That's why I decided to justify war against India. Maximum party loyalty. With 500k troops under my command, I entered India. I tried a fast auto capture, but because my troops weren't numerous enough, I started sending more reinforcements. I secured the capital, but before my reinforcements arrived, I needed to wait. Legal firearm regulations. After I had used up all the available manpower, I chose the mass attack doctrine. For the next year, I kept sending troops and auto capturing territories. And in April 2026, I started building up a huge army for my war against China. Near the start of summer, I started justifying a war against China and sending my troops into the Yellow Sea. I disembarked with 3 million troops, and even though China had twice as many troops, they were quickly destroyed. I started auto capturing. At the beginning of October, I also started a large attack with 1.5 million troops in the south near my coast. I made a mistake that costed a large portion of my southern flank army. Luckily, I recovered the losses quickly and also started a push from India into Tibet. I used the same strategy as with India, winning by simply auto capturing and bringing more and more troops. Also, the Chinese army was mostly wiped out. China collapsed. Then I swallowed the rest of the provinces that gained independence during the war. Also, I was number 2 in rankings, and America, which was number 1, was rapidly falling from the top spot because of the war in Europe with Russia. On January 7, 2029, I unified China as Taiwan and formed the Republic of China. In the rankings, I was number 1 with an enormous gap between me and everyone else. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to subscribe, like, share and leave a comment with what you want to see next. And now I think you'll also like this video.